Welcome back again, guys, and it's another episode of EJ Show, and it's about day 63 of EJ Show English Show, and I'm totally but amused for the today's episode. So, for are you safe there in your home or anywhere which you are currently staying with? So I'm hoping that you all are being safe wherever you are. So we are just moving to our first segment, which is the vocabulary bank, and there is something that yesterday I just hinted some shape of points. It's because I have that kind of shortage of vocabulary, fresh vocabulary. So I am just planning to some review over the just so that past few episodes we just got some new vocabulary. So I am just planning to revise the entire new vocabulary that we already taught in the past episodes. So hope that you will enjoy and support me. I'm just searching for new ones. So as possible as early as possible, if we get it, it will be present in front of you all, guys. So without losing any seconds, we are just reviewing the entire fresh vocabulary. And the first word is abscond, and it means that to leave quickly and secretly and hide oneself, often to avoid arrest. Remonstrance, and it means that an expression of protest, complaint, especially a formal statement of grievance. Hoodwink, act of hiding from sight or hides another thing from view. Mendacious, it means that lie or untruthful. Chagrin, it means that a keen feeling of mental unease caused by failure or disappointment. Calumny, and it means that a misrepresentation intended to harm another's reputation. Ruffian, lawless or recklessly brutal fellow. Tickety boo, it means that fine or okay. Kangalang, it means unprincipled person. Legitimacy, and it means that accordance with the law. Inchayot, and it means that only partially in existence. Paranoid, feeling extremely nervous and worried because you believe that other person do not like you or are trying to harm you. Unfathomable, so deep that the bottom cannot be reached or incapable of being fully understood. And the last word is, but not the least, fathomless, and it means that unable to be measured or understood, extremely deep. And that's all. And so that's a whole, I think it's about 14 or 11 new vocabulary that we just mentioned in our past videos. So as for tomorrow's episode, we are just planning as usual the reviewing entirely this segment or that the vocabulary segment with reviewing entirely. So I just got some old ones that we just told. So I am just planning for tomorrow upwards onwards. Tomorrow onwards, I am just planning to review the entire segment, which is the vocabulary bank. And today we are just winding up that segment, which is vocabulary bank, and we are just going to the next segment, which is open fire. For today, I just don't have any much pretty topics to discuss with, so I am being blank for the moment. And today I just got some, okay, it's totally of some sunny day today and totally of sunny day. There is no rain over today in my native place, so nothing like that. And today I have that kind of mood to hear the music, so I just don't want to listen to much more English speeches or presentation or videos. It's because I have that kind of mood to hear that kind of music or songs which accelerate my or uplift my mood into another destination or dimension. So I just have to change change my mood. So I have that kind of changing factor. So at that kind of times I just use that music therapy to overcome or change from entirely to another phase of my mood. So I have that kind of emotional barriers in my life, so I have to overcome that kind of restraints only through music, some other loud things. So one of it one of that kind of thing stuff is that music therapy. So I totally enjoy that kind of music. And I don't, if mood allows, I just focus on some other kind of movies, songs. It's about some melodies, some past songs, etc. It's only for based on the mood that I have that currently focusing on. So at that way, mostly most effectively I just focus on some melodies. Even I have that kind of shy or completely faded over for a moment or for some hours, then I will totally change to or uplift to the next level, which I just need to the past songs. Then I have that kind of steps or make some movements over my hands and legs, etc. For full movement gestures. It's because I have to change the what emotions or the I have completely suppressed over some emotional barriers. That's why I have to uplift from that moment. So I have to what, take some steps and just have to sweat, and that makes me that lifting from one destination to the another. That help me in tuning myself into a beautiful what, destination. And I totally enjoy that kind of music as well. So it but mood determines my music therapy works. So it works over the moment or the mood. And that's all for today. And after that I just don't have much more items, and I just downloaded the movie which is the Harry Potter's first part, and it's totally what I am just watching over it, and I don't get that kind of full swing over the movie. That way I just for the last night I just have that I just kickstarted the what opening of that movie, and after that after I just sing that 50 minutes, about 50 minutes, I just cut out or I close down the video player. And from the morning itself I just, not morning itself, afternoon section, today afternoon section I have the continuing part. And after that before ending the movie, or I have that kind of 50 minutes or 1 hour left to watch out. So before that I have that kind of the interesting element is lacking there. So that's why I just close down and just focusing only on songs or musics. So I have to watch the remaining portions of the movie as well. So I just yesterday I just planned that for the whole series of Harry Potter I just want to watch, but I think it would be what a difficult decision to take up. So I just want to cover up the first series only. Then I just focusing on some other movies which I don't, it completely makes me blank. So how or what to focus on, or which genre of movies I just focus on, I just don't know uh, what to focus on, how to, or which kind of movie I just want to refer the next. So today I just, after watching Harry Potter, I just don't have some or no other movie to watch up. So I am just focusing or just reviewing or googling some or doing some other what, doing or googling over the movie names, and I just don't getting the correct movie to download. So I am just focusing on what, in search of the movies. So if you have any recommendation, please note it on the comment box, so I will get that kind of what, notifications, or recommendations which help me to find a fresh one, or which helps me to find a genre which what favor my character or behavior, so interest, that's all. So after that I just don't have any much more plans or nothing like that. And after taking this video I just have to take some stream, so I just taken 2 day gap between streaming process. So from the last uh, from the last 2 days I don't have that kind of stream. So today is the date of the interval of 2 is ending over, so I just have to take stream today itself, and after that 2 days are over. After I will take another stream. That's the way I just focusing on in taking stream. It's because I normally use the clothes for 2 days normally. It's because I don't even go to outside itself, so I don't want to what reuse or use a new clothes on daily basis. So I will minimum use or maximum use a shirt or trousers for 2 day on pair itself. So after that I just go for stream. After that I will take the fresh clothes, and the same routine will be followed each and every day. And if any smell or bad will happen, or bad smell or what some kind of smells will happen, then I will just use some perfume over the clothes, that's all. And there is some cases where it happened, so I just use the perfumes to adjust with. So I don't even interact with other or the social community for some months. It's because the lockdown is completely made here, so in my native place, that's the reason. So I have to what make sure that I am uh, completely what stay in my home. So that's the main reason. So that's a routine that normally I am doing nowadays. So it's completely what changing routines happened in our life, so we should be flexible, right? Otherwise it won't help us to easily adapt to the changes that our community will be always changing, that we are just accepting it and we are just moving over to that, right? And if we are saying that we are just fixed, or what the word stubborn, or we are just stubborn that we are don't even want to change to the changes that happens in our environment or community, then it's completely a rubbish things or foolish thing that we are deciding or taking part. So we have to direct with the changes, or the changes happen in our society, so we have to adapt the good or the positive sides of the changes, right? And we have to compete ourselves. It's because we can see that every human beings in this society has that kind of features, right? So we have to compete myself or ourselves to succeed to the next day, right? Each day is much more competitive, as we can see that very much. Every day there will be a new famous individual is rising up. So you can see that in YouTube, etc., or any other FP or any other public community, everywhere you can see a famous one is emerged during this time. And it's because we can see everyone is trying to get their best out of their potential. So we can see that human beings are completely of unlimited kind of what power, some supernatural power, and we have to find out where to use that kind of supernatural power. Then we will get that kind of results from that, and hope that you will find your own superpowers and do it effectively for the sake of ourselves as well as the social community everywhere. And you are completely what a unique one, and you have to present yourself in a unique way. So try yourself and find out the best out of you, and it will be okay at the end. And that's all, the best is yet to come, right? And I am just trying to winding up today's episode. So it's about day 63 of EJ Show English to English Show, and here Jithin signing off. Bye for now, and see you next time in the next episode. Bye bye, tata.